ॐ श्रीगणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। ॐ सहना भवतु, सहनौ भुनक्तु, सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै, तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। शुक्लां ब्रह्मविचारसारपरमाम् आद्यां जगद्व्यापिनीं वीणापुस्तकधारिणीमभयदां जाढ्यान्तकारापहां हस्ते स्फाटिकमालिकां च ददतीं पद्मासने संस्थितां वन्दे तां परमेश्वरीं भगवतीं बुद्धिप्रदां शारदा। शृङ्गक्ष्माभृन्निवासे शुकमुखमुनिभिः सेव्यमानाङ्घ्रिपद्मे स्वाङ्गच्छाया विधूतामृतकरसुरराड्वाहने वाक्सवित्री शम्भो श्रीनाथमुख्यामरवरनिकरैर्मोदतः पूज्यमाने विद्यां शुद्धां च बुद्धिं कमलजदयिते सत्वरं देहि मह्यम्. We'll learn the second verse. कल्यादौ पार्वतीशः कल्यादौ पार्वतीशः प्रवरसुरगण प्रवरसुरगण प्रार्थितश्रौतवर्त्मा प्रार्थितश्रौतवर्त्मा कल्यादौ पार्वतीशः प्रवरसुरगण प्रार्थितश्रौतवर्त्मा कल्यादौ पार्वतीशः प्रवरसुरगण प्रार्थितश्रौतवर्त्मा प्राबल्यं नेतु कामो प्राबल्यं नेतु कामो यतिवरवपुषा यतिवरवपुषा गत्ययां शृङ्गशैले अगत्ययां शृङ्गशैले प्राबल्यं नेतु कामो यतिवरवपुषा गत्ययां शृङ्गशैले प्राबल्यं नेतु कामो यतिवरवपुषा गत्ययां शृङ्गशैले संस्थाप्याचां प्रचक्रे संस्थाप्याचां प्रचक्रे बहुविधनुतिभिः बहुविधनुतिभिः सा त्वमिन्द्वर्धचूडा सा त्वमिन्द्वर्धचूडा संस्थाप्याचां प्रचक्रे बहुविधनुतिभिः सा त्वमिन्द्वर्धचूडा संस्थाप्याचां प्रचक्रे बहुविधनुतिभिः सा त्वमिन्द्वर्धचूडा विद्यां शुद्धां च बुद्धिं कमलजदयिते सत्वरं देहि मह्यम् विद्यां शुद्धां च बुद्धिं कमलजदयिते सत्वरं देहि मह्यम्. कल्यादौ पार्वतीशः प्रवरसुरगणप्रार्थितश्रौतवर्त्मा प्राबल्यं नेतु कामो यतिवरवपुषा गत्ययां शृङ्गशैले संस्थाप्याचां प्रचक्रे बहुविधनुतिभिः सा त्वमिन्द्वर्धचूडा विद्यां शुद्धां च बुद्धिं कमलजदयिते सत्वरं देहि मह्यम् कल्यादौ पार्वतीशः प्रवरसुरगण प्रार्थितश्रौतवर्त्म प्राबल्यं नेतु कामो यतिवरवपुषा गत्ययां शृङ्गशैले संस्थाप्याचां प्रचक्रे बहुविधनुतिभिः सात्वमिन्द्वर्धचूडा विद्यां शुद्धां च बुद्धिं कमलजदयिते सत्वरं देहि मह्यम्. We'll see the meaning of this second verse. The first verse we had seen the description of Sharadamba, how she is placed in that Sringagiri temple and who she is worshipped by great munis, and how her complexion, her skin, her clothes, everything is of a white color, symbolizing purity, symbolizing divinity. So this we had seen in the first verse. And the request that is repeated in every verse we see from the author is the request for knowledge. Vidyam shuddham cha buddhim kamalajadayite satvaram dehi mahyam. O Sharadamba in the form of Kamalajadayita, the one who is dearest to Brahmaji, Brahmaji being the one who has born from the lotus. The one who is dearest to Brahmaji, please bless me with this supreme knowledge, Vidya. This Para Vidya, please bless me with this supreme knowledge. And bless me with the Chitta Shuddhi that is necessary to gain this knowledge, to be able to absorb and retain this knowledge. So please bless me with Paravidya and Chitta Shuddhi. And please bless me so that I may gain it immediately, so that I may come to reach you in this life without any delay. Sattvaram dehi mahyam. This we saw in the first verse. We'll see the second verse now. This second verse is explaining how Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya ji had come to install the Murti of Sharadamba in that Sringeri Sharada Peetham temple. So for this, we need to see a little bit of a background of Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya ji. It begins with Kalyado. In the beginning of the Kali Yuga, Parvati Ishaha, the Lord of Parvati ji, who is Bhagavan Shiva. Bhagavan Shiva, at that time in the beginning of the Kali Yuga, what was happening at that time? At that time, there was a decline in the Vedika Marga, or the way that actions were performed according to dharma in the Vedika tradition is such that all actions are performed as an offering of worship towards the Lord. Yat karoshi yadashnasi, yad juhoshi dadasiyata. All actions are performed as worship. But this was not happening according to the Vedika dharma. And rather, there were the pursuits of purusharthas of artha and kama were not according to dharma. They were not aligned with dharma, and there was more priority towards those, and thus the path towards moksha was not clear. When these are pursued in accordance to dharma, then that path towards moksha becomes clear. So noticing this state of the Sanatan Dharma at that time in Kali Yuga, that there was less connection towards Bhagavan, less adherence towards Dharma, many of the Devatas had come to Bhagavan Shiva for guidance. Pravara Suragana Prartita Shrautavartma. For this decline of the Vedika Marga, many Devatas came to Bhagavan Shiva to seek his help. And Bhagavan Shiva, seeing this state of Sanatan Dharma, desirous of reviving this way of life, Prabalyam netu kamo agatya yati varavapusha. He took the avatara, the form of one of the greatest of sannyasins, yati varavapusha. He took the form of Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya ji. Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya ji was born to Aryamba and Shiva Guru. And Bhagavan Shiva had come to Aryamba in her dream. Now they were both desiring a child. And he had come to them in their dream and said that he could either bless them with a child who would live a very long life, but not be very bright and not be able to contribute much to society. Or he could bless them with a child who would live a very short life, but would be very bright and would contribute greatly to society. And Aryamba and Shiva Guru chose the second option, a child that would live a very short life, but would come to be great contributor. And this we see in Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya ji. Because Adi Shankaracharya ji, at such a young age, at the age of 8, had asked his mother's permission to take sannyas, to leave the house in order to study scriptures, in order to share this knowledge, propagate this knowledge. He asked his mother's permission. And because of that, because Aryamba granted him permission to do that, he came to contribute greatly to the scriptures of Sanatan Dharma, the text that we have of Vedanta as we know today. So some of the contributions of Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya ji, we can see one is his contributions in terms of the foundational texts of Vedanta. These are certain topics taken from Vedanta that are expounded upon further to provide in-depth definitions of these concepts. These we call Prakarana Granthas. These include Tattva Bodha, Atma Bodha, Viveka Chudamani. All different topics, concepts are taken and explained in more depth by Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya ji. So these are very core texts of Vedanta. Then he also provided various commentary upon the Upanishads. The Upanishads are the end of the Vedanta. He provided commentary on Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita we know as the essence of the Upanishads. And Brahma Sutra. So on all of these Prasthana Traya, he provided bhashya or commentary. Then he also produced very beautiful stotrams, beautiful devotional stotrams upon Bhagavan and Bhagavati. Numerous such stotrams that we can chant today even. Dakshinamurti Stotram, Ganesha Pancharatnam, Gurvashtakam. All of these beautiful stotrams were written by Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya ji. And lastly, he contributed many spontaneous compositions that when he was walking around with his disciples, something would just come to his mind and he would say that. He is seeing an old man chanting Sanskritam syllables and he says, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudamate. That chanting over and over Sanskritam will not help you. You chant the name of the Lord. So how different compositions that came to his mind, Bhaja Govindam, Sadhana Panchakam, Dashashloki, all of these things just came to his mind when he was with his disciples and he shared it with them, that have made it available for us to study, that has revealed the wisdom that he had, the wisdom that he wanted to share with us in order to help us grow in our spiritual evolution. So these are the main contributions of Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya ji, who was an avatara of Bhagavan Shiva in order to revive Sanatan Dharma at that time. And what happened at near the end of his life is that he came to establish 4 main Peethams in India, which would become the main spiritual epicenters in India. And there was one in each direction, one in north, east, west, south. In every direction, there was one. And the one in the south was Sringeri Sharada Peetham. So there he established or he installed that Sharada Amba Murti. That Sharada Amba Murti was established there. Samstapya yam Shringa Shaile. There he installed that Murti. And his disciples continued their studies there. They continued to contribute to scriptures there. So they were set as the main leads for each of these Peethams. And they continued his work. And how did Bhagavan worship this Devi, this Murti? How did he come to worship her? Archam prachakre bahuvidha nutibihi. With numerous stotrams, he worshipped her. So we saw he wrote numerous stotrams on Bhagavan and Bhagavati. He worshipped that Devi with many different devotional stotrams. One famous stotram we know of his composition for Sharada Devi is Sharada Bhujanga Stotram. Very beautiful stotram. So his form of worship was through writing these and offering these stotrams. And that Devi, Satvamindvarudha Chuda, she has a moon in her hair, Indvarda Chuda, as an adornment in her hair. So it symbolizes that the moon, being a representative of the lunar calendar, representative of time, Devi, when she wears it in her hair, represents that she is a master of the time. She cannot be bound by time. She cannot be affected by time. She is that reality that is beyond time, beyond space, and thus cannot be bound by time in any way. She is the controller of time. So this is that Sharada Devi, that Saraswati Mata, who was installed by Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya Ji in the Sringeri Sharada temple. Then he says, please bless me with this supreme knowledge and the Chitta Shuddhi, the purity of mind that is needed so that I may reach you without any delay. This is the second verse. We'll go ahead and chant this verse together. Kalyadav Parvatishaf Pravara Suragana Prartita Shrautavartma Prabalyam Netu Kamo Yati Varavapusha Gatyayam Shrunga Shaile Samstapyacham Prachakre Bahuvidhanutibhis Satvamindvardhachuda Vidyam Shuddham Cha Buddhim Kamalajadayite Satvaram Dehi Mahyam. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.